Another thing I want to touch on too is that the whole NBA statement tonight is incredible.
Yep.
That's amazing, and the Wild or the sorry, not the Wild, they're not in it. The NHL offer a moment of silence. It's like, come on, guys. Matt Dumba tweeted out too. He's like, the NHL is always last at this stuff. Whatever, like it's about time we make a change, and I'm not quite sure if they should have or they should have not and played the games tonight like in solitude with their brother. I think it would have gone a long way, honestly, if they would have said, "Hey, we're canceling these games tonight.
Yeah.
There's bigger stuff, bigger fish to fry, that type of stuff." But so yeah, so just take care of yourself, make sure you're doing well, and then yeah, with everything else, I think the NHL still has a little bit more that they can do, because it seemed like after Matt Dumba gave that speech that it kind of just stalemated.
Yeah. And honestly, that's I didn't know. I'm glad you brought it up, because I didn't know if we were going to discuss it at all tonight. But I think how you described the NHL is a perfect example for every person on the planet. Is we all have a little bit of room to grow in these situations. And you may feel kind of like I do, to where it's like, well, what sort of difference exactly can I make? Like, what can I do? Every little bit in this fight is going to help. And so it's a situation where you may not feel like it. You may not necessarily want to. You may, like, I've really been struggling with just wondering if my voice even matters in all of this. You look all the way up the top of the ladder and see that there's nothing being done, and so you get to where you're just average citizen guy, and you're like, well, what can my voice really do? But that's where movements like this fizzle, is because you have so many people at that same level that are just like, well, it doesn't matter. I nothing that I do is going to make an impact, so why should I do anything? We've got to all flip our thinking. If every single person goes from saying nothing I do matters to I can affect change, that's where we're going to make a difference. And so everybody just needs to get to that point and say, instead of saying, who cares what I do? Nobody's going to listen anyway, to I'm going to do this. I'm going to do some small gesture to make change. That has a ripple effect all the way up to the top. And we need to just start doing that.